Baseball, page 107. I loved baseball almost as much as war. I played pickup games all over the neighborhood. Even when my friends weren't around, there were always enough kids in my family to form 2 teams. My summer nights, we played baseball for hours until finally Mom yelled from the house, "It's too dark. You can't even see the ball. Someone's going to get hurt." We insist that we could see the ball fine, but she'd make us come inside. When I joined a little league team, Dad signed Jimmy up for the team too. I enjoyed everything about baseball, the rules, coaches, signals, equipment, uniforms. But the game bored the heck out of my brother. The coach stuck him in right field, where he passed the time staring up at the sky or looking for bugs in the grass at his feet. One time, a batter hit a solid line drive right at him, but Jimmy wasn't paying attention. He was on his knees digging for worms, or maybe ants. "Fletcher!" the coach screamed. Still kneeling, Jimmy looked up calmly, stuck out his glove, and caught the ball. Our team erupted in cheers. Jimmy grinned as if he had planned the whole stunt. Summer meant baseball, but for me it meant hay fever too. As the baseball rolled through the grass, it picked up pollen, which got on my hands when I picked it up, which got in my eyes when I touched them, which made them start to itch. When I rubbed my eyes, the itching got worse and worse. By the end of one little league game, my eyes were nearly swollen shut. Only Mom knew how to interrupt this cycle before I managed to tear my eyes from their sockets. She would bring me into the house and make me lie down on the couch. Then she'd fold a wet face cloth until it was 2 inches wide and place it over my tortured eyes. There was one good thing about being stuck inside on a summer day. Mom would turn the TV to the Red Sox game. The Boston Red Sox were my team. Even though they weren't very good, they usually finished in 6th or 7th place, but I didn't care. They were my team. Big leaguers who played at Fenway Park in Boston. Lying in darkness with the wet cloth over my eyes, I could clearly picture the players on the field. The green monster, the 4 white bases on the brown infield. Curt Gowdy, the Red Sox announcer, described the game inning by inning. The Red Sox may not have been the best team, but it seemed to me that our players had the most terrific names. Pumpsie Green, Carl Yastrzemski, Felix Mantilla, Bill Monboquet. Some afternoons I lay on the couch with that wet face cloth, soothing my inflamed eyes, softly repeating Bill Monboquet over and over just because I loved the sound of that name. Michelle with 1 L, page 111. For once, Mom told me before I heard it from Karen Ehrenberg. She was going to have another baby. "This is it, the last puppy," she promised. 8 kids plus 2 parents equals 10 Fletchers, which sounded like a nice round number to me. "Really?" Lainey asked Mom. "Really," Mom said, stroking my sister's hair, "and I really think this one will be a girl." "I don't believe it," Lainey replied, folding her arms. Jimmy and I went to Uncle Paul and Aunt Louise's house in Rhode Island. While I was there, I met a girl named Michelle, who was about my age. Michelle lived 2 houses away from Louise and Paul. She wasn't my cousin, but she might as well have been because she was over their house all day, every day. When we got into the station wagon to go to the beach, Michelle piled in with us. She'd be there to eat a popsicle or a grilled hot dog or a fat slice of watermelon with everyone else. "Do you know how to spell my name?" she asked me one night. A bunch of us had been playing Monopoly outside on the porch. "Sure." I printed the letters Michelle on some paper. "Wrong-o. Look." She took the pencil from me and underlined the Hell part of what I'd written. "When I was born, my mom said there will be no hell in my Michelle. Get it? That's why my name's spelled with only 1 L. She bent forward and carefully erased one of the L's. The thing is, her mother's plan didn't work. There was hell in Michelle, lots of it. She was wilder than any of us. At the beach, she swam far out, wriggled out of her bathing suit, and tossed it into the air. At Brooms, she stole wax lips and chocolate cigarettes. She knew all kinds of swears and dirty jokes, but she said them so cheerfully, it always made me laugh. One rainy afternoon, we were sitting around at Michelle's house, bored stiff. "Let's play mass," she suggested. "Okay," my cousin Paul agreed. "I'll be the priest." "I'm the priest," Michelle told him. The boys snorted at that. "You're a girl," Jimmy told her. "You can be a nun." "I'm not going to be a nun," Michelle replied calmly. "It was my idea. Plus, I've got Necco wafers for communion." That shut everyone up. We ran down to the basement and the mass began. At first, Michelle tried to lead everyone in a church song, but nobody knew the words. My cousin Chris jumped up and started fake praying in Pig Latin, "Ewe, Encthe, Odgay." Michelle didn't appreciate everybody goofing around. "Shut up!" she yelled, holding up the pack of Necco wafers. "Line up if you want to receive Holy Communion." My cousin Donna was first in line. She knelt down so Michelle could put a wafer onto her pink tongue. Suddenly, we heard a yell from upstairs. "Ice cream truck!" Everybody bolted for the stairs. I started to leave, but Michelle grabbed my arm. She held out a Necco wafer, a brown one, my favorite. "Don't you want to receive communion?" Okay, I did want that brown Necco wafer, but I didn't want to miss the ice cream truck either. "Kneel down," she said softly. "Close your eyes." I did, but before I could even stick out my tongue, Michelle kissed me on the mouth. Then she ran upstairs, laughing. Later, the rain finally stopped, and we had a big game of hide and seek. Michelle and I hid together in a tree. We waited for a long time, but nobody found us. Or maybe the game was over. Finally, just to see what would happen, I leaned over and kissed her. The first time I'd ever kissed a girl. I had to hide a shiver of excitement of how soft her lips were and the way they fastened themselves to mine. Next day, Jimmy and I went back home. We ran into the house and found Mom sitting on the sofa. Lainey was next to her, beaming, holding a baby girl. Kathleen Jean Fletcher. I couldn't remember if I'd ever seen a baby girl before, and bent forward to take a closer look. Now we had 6 boys and 2 girls. I went back to life in Marshfield with my family and friends. In September, when school started, Karen Ehrenberg gave me one of her looks like she knew every second in the entire world, but this time I looked straight back at her because I had a secret too. Rhode Island Reds, age 12, page 117. One afternoon, Mom took a nap with Joey and Kathy, the baby. Dad wanted to keep the house quiet, so he took the rest of us shopping at a department store. When we walked in, I noticed a big commotion in one corner. Lots of people, noise, and excitement. We walked over to check it out. Baby chicks! There must have been hundreds of them, little fur balls, peep, peep, peeping like crazy in a long, low cage. What a racket! "They're so adorable," Lainey said, kneeling down. The chicks were a rusty red color, scurrying this way and that, falling over each other, one cuter than the next. Dad talked to the man who seemed to be in charge. "What kind are they?" "These are Rhode Island Reds," the man explained. "It's an exceptional breed, very high-class chickens." "I'll have to take your word for it," Dad said. "Can we buy one, Dad?" Jimmy asked. "I guess so," Dad replied. "We can?" I asked. I stared at my brother, and he stared back, both of us unable to believe what we just heard. "Really, Dad?" Lainey asked. "Sure, why not?" Dad said, smiling. "Can I pick it out?" Tommy asked. "Not fair, let me pick it." "How about you each pick one?" Dad suggested. "Each?" Our eyes popped open wide. 6 chicks? I still couldn't believe it, but before Dad could change his mind, we each quickly told the man which one we wanted. He scooped up the chicks one after another and put them into a small cardboard box. "That'll be $3, the man told Dad. "Bag of chicken feet goes another $2. Dad handed him a 5. I thought the price was amazingly cheap. Since I was the oldest, Dad let me carry the chicks out to the car. Everybody kept pushing, trying to peek into the box, talking at the same time. "Quiet," Lainey said. "You'll make them nervous." "What are you, their mother?" Jimmy demanded. "They're just babies," Lainey shot back. "They're scared." When we got home, we ran into the kitchen, eager to show Mom. She'd just woken up from her nap, and she still looked groggy. "Baby chicks?" She stared at Dad. "Have you lost your mind?" He smiled at her. "Baby chicks grow into hens." "Have you ever eaten a fresh egg? Not store-bought. Fresh." "I don't believe I have," Mom said. Mom still wasn't smiling. "They're delicious," he told her. "In a few months, we'll be eating fresh eggs every morning." "Yes, and no doubt a few of them will start laying golden eggs," Mom replied, with a pretend smile. We each named our chicks. I called mine Sunshine. Tommy named his Goldie. He really loved Goldie and kept picking her up, cuddling her and petting her downy back. But the next morning we found Goldie lying on her side, peeping weakly. "What's wrong?" Tommy asked fearfully. "I'm not sure," Mom said in a gentle voice, "but it's possible that you squeezed Goldie too hard and broke her neck." "You killed it," Jimmy told him. "I did not," Tommy yelled back. "Shh," Mom told Jimmy. "We don't know for sure what happened." "I don't want Goldie to die," Tommy said. He was bursting into tears, but there wasn't much we could do. Dad put some chicken feed in the box. Goldie looked up at the mountain of food, but she was too weak to eat. Goldie died. We buried her in the backyard on the other side of the stream. "I want Goldie! I want Goldie!" Tommy kept saying. "Now I don't have no baby chick." "You don't have any baby chick," Mom corrected him. "That's what I said." Tommy couldn't stop crying, and I couldn't stand to hear one of my brothers or sisters bawling like that. "Stop crying," I told him. "But Goldie's dead." Look, you can share my chick with me, okay? Sunshine is nice. Really? Tommy said, brightening a little. Mom gave him a tissue so he could blow his nose. But you can't squeeze its neck, I told him. Promise? I promise, Tommy said, wiping his nose. And when she started laying eggs, I said, you can't squeeze the eggs or they'll break. I won't, Tommy promised. You've got to be gentle. Gentle, Tommy repeated, though I seriously doubted he understood the meaning of that word.